Here we have Arcueid Brunestud from Figma. Now this one is the standard release. They did release a DX special edition version, which I didn't pick up. I chose to go for this one instead. We'll explain the differences between the two. But first of all, I'm going to get the figure itself unboxed and we'll get all the accessories laid out. And there she is. A very simple design, this one. But we do have some new joints that Figma are implementing with their figures. And this one, as you can see, has your double jointed knees, which we'll take a closer look at when we get into articulation. So this is all the accessories that this version of the figure comes with. I did go for the standard release. I didn't go for the DX exclusive edition. On the exclusive edition, she does come with a long purple skirt, which is soft goods. And she also comes with 2 extra legs with high-heeled shoes on, instead of these knee-high boots. Now, one thing I will point out with this figure is mine turned up without an extra accessory that you are meant to get with this one. You are meant to get an accessory which is a blood splatter that you lie on the floor and you can display the figure stood over the top of that. Now mine has turned up without that. It's not something that I'm particularly bothered about. It's not something that I would ever display the figure with. But just as a side note, a bit of information, you are meant to get that with this release, but mine wasn't packaged in the box. She does come with lots of individual hands for this figure. So you can see lots of unique hands specifically for this figure. So we've got claw hands there, fist hands, and she has a couple of extras here. She comes with an extra hair accessory with some ears, a large Figma stand with an effects piece that you can attach onto that, and she also comes with 2 additional face plates. And because I've picked this version up, I did go for the pre-order bonus, so we do get an extra face in here for the pre-order bonus. And this here would be the pre-order bonus. Eyes closed, smiling face, very happy. And that's the pre-order bonus extra faceplate that we get. Now I do believe that this character is a vampire. So when you get unique hands like this, and this is one of the other face expressions that she comes with, once you start putting things like this on, This is when these characters do come to life. You can get lots of nice poses out of these. Lots of playability. It looks like she doesn't come with all that much, but once you start putting the extra hands on that are unique to this figure, and you start putting on the extra face plates, that's when you can start to have some fun with your displays, even with simple figures, simple designed figures like this. And with this one, she looks either quite embarrassed or she's frustrated or angry. And this to me looks like she's just turned into the vampire. She looks like she has some bad intentions. You can have lots of fun playing around with these displays. Stood next to a couple of other Figmas. And if we have a look at some articulation, she can look quite far down. And she gets side to side on the neck. Now you can see that there's some sculpting cuts here in the side of her chest. Now because of that, you can get her hands quite close together. Again, you could get some unique poses for your display. Single jointed elbows. Now you do get this diaphragm cut. And you also get some ab crunch in there. Just while we're on the subject there of the figure falling apart, it's designed to do that. And that is if you did get the DX special edition version. That is how you would replace the plastic skirt with the soft goods. For this skirt, it is made out of a softer plastic, so it's almost like rubber. But you can see that there's some cuts in the back. And they're designed for articulation, so when you bend the legs up, the skirt actually moves. She has some drop down hips. And by doing so, you can actually get much better range of motion by dropping down the hips. Now with this figure, Figma normally use single jointed knees, but it looks like they're updating their joints to double joints. Now whether that just be this figure or whether they're going to be doing that moving forward with the majority of their figures, that's what we're getting with this one. So double jointed knees. Double joints obviously allow for better range of motion. And she also gets toe pivot. So she has articulated toes. And she has thigh swivel. So we've got a thigh swivel here. Again, I'll take this leg off and you can see the thigh swivel there. But that's also so if you went for the special edition, you could replace these legs with some high-heeled shoes instead of these knee-high boots. So when it comes to articulation, she is a very articulated figure, and you can get her into some very unique poses. Very simple design, but with the added double jointed knees and the ab crunch here and the diaphragm cut, she's actually one of the most poseable Figmas that we've gotten. Overall, she's a fantastic figure. I'm very happy that I've managed to pick this one up. And again, she might look very simple in design, but she has very clean paint work, no quality issues. Just another excellent release from Figma.